Okay, so we have some new functionality I would like to share with you today, and this has to do with how to set something precisely in 3D space. So with AR recording. So if our use case is to do augmented reality recording with a person in the scene, like so, then how do we get the content synchronized between the two phones? So if I say we have a new adjustment panel here. So with this, I can very precisely set the position of a swarm in space. Let's start with recenter and go back and forth. So we'll just place some content here. And what I think I'd like to do is make it sit exactly in the middle of the table. So you can see it's not exactly centered in the middle of the room, etc. So I'm going to click the adjust button. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to line it up. So drag to rotate. Just put that right in the center. Let's slide it over to the edge of the table. Do another little drag to rotate to line it up. I would like the content to be sitting on the top of the table. So I'm going to move it up just a little bit. Go. And I would like the content to, for the sake of argument, I'm going to put the corner of my graph right at the corner of the table. And that gives me a pretty good location. Maybe I'll pull this over a little bit more. I can rotate it just a hair. Okay, so see how precise I can make those moves now? That is the new cool aspect of this UI. So let's just come over here, set this down on the tripod. I have a multi-user meeting going. So I'm going to go on my other phone, use the QR code reader to select the meeting. In this view, I'm in the same multi-user meeting. You can tell I can see the other phone over there. Let's go ahead and put it in the center of the room by clicking the AR button. Gotta move the phone back and forth just a little for it to find a good place. Oh, great, that looks good. So look at that, it's already pre-lined up. It actually remembers it because I was doing a similar process here before starting this, but let's go ahead and scoot it over, put it in the corner. Oh, it looks pretty good. And you know it looks good because look at that. When I point my phone, I can see the phone avatar floating right near the other phone. And that way I know that we're all lined up. So I can turn off the adjust button. And now I can point at very specific places. I can point, just right here at some of these dots. You know exactly where I'm looking, which is kind of nice. I go ahead and advance a couple of steps here because this is kind of a cool visual. I can see the same content. See, it's on the same vertical line there. And I can reach out and point out different aspects of the content, like how hot it was in 2016 in the Arctic. Based on this data, it's pretty sweet. So that's the new functionality for doing alignments in AR. Thanks for joining me on this.